Hi everybody, welcome back to Laura A Music Corner. I am very happy and excited to be back with you guys today. Today I will be doing a first time reaction to an artist. First of all, I have no information on. I should have emailed you, but I'm so sorry. But during my hiatus, I received an email from an artist called Crimson RED, Red, and wanted me to react to Crimson's new single that he or she is doing for a future album, and the song is called Fantasy. I haven't heard the song, I haven't seen the video, I have no knowledge of any information on the artist. FYI, if you guys ever send me, requests for me to do future reactions, send me a brief bio, what your music is about, so then I could relay it to the viewers. So yeah, so I, gladly would do this reaction. Like I said, it's my first time reacting to this song, Fantasy, and I look forward to hearing the song. So, yep, sit back, relax, and let's enjoy Crimson RED for the song Fantasy. Alrighty, let's do this.
In the night, when the lights are low, I can feel something that I never know. Is it real? As I jump in the unknown, lights, cameras, action, all I need, all I need. I tell you about it in my dream, in my dream. I tell you about it, but it's more than a dream, my fantasy, lights, cameras, action, all I need, all I need. I tell you about it in my dream, in my dream. I tell you about it, but it's more than a dream, my fantasy, Red, tell me what the hell you been doing? Cruising, living our life just like we've been zooming. We're changing every day that we've been improving. And I stand still cause I don't know what is real. Heaven or hell, got me in jail. Feel like a cell, get me to dwell. Feel you like breath, told you I'm rare. You change my mind, you do it every time. I've been feeling all alone. Everywhere I go and it just never feels like home. And I'm moving on. The man in the mirror is what I should focus on. Do you hear me? Do you see me? Can you feel me? The real me. I wanna live my life, not no fantasy. Red pill, blue pill, I'ma take them both down. Lights, cameras, action, all I need, all I need. I tell you about it in my dream, in my dream. I tell you about it, but it's more than a dream, my fantasy, lights, cameras, action, all I need, all I need. I tell you about it in my dream, in my dream. I tell you about it, but it's more than a dream, my fantasy, lights, cameras, action, all I need, all I need. I tell you about it in my dream, in my dream. I tell you about it, but it's more than a dream, my fantasy,
I loved it. I loved it, and I'm not just saying it. I really loved it. I it just transported me back. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't really listen to a lot of the R&B music because it's kind of funny. I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm like the oldest of three sisters. Okay. So each one of us had favorite genre of music to listen to. So it reminded me of my younger sister who happens into R&B, rap, all that stuff. So it just transported me right back to the time that when she was a teenager, how she loved to play her R&B, her music, her, like the a lot of the urban feeling music. And I live in New York City, so it reminds me of those times of me hanging out with my friends, and I would hear music like this popping up in the neighborhood, and just it's the vibe of New York. Okay, so it just reminds me of that time. It just you just pretty much set a music like almost like a timeless setting of the music of back in the 80s and 90s, how the R&B sounded before things started changing and evolving to where we at now. The positive part that I enjoy this is the fact that you, yes, I love the vocals, how you were able to change from hitting the higher notes, getting the low voice range, how you were able to fluctuate the sound of the multi sounds, like if you had a background voice as an artist. Like sometimes, you go to the studio, you have, people singing background and you doing the main vocals. I just love how versatile you kept it, because that will show the the really talented side of you, how to expand your capabilities as a vocalist. Because you know what? I could go in front of, you know, YouTube world and I'll probably sing a song, but if I can't hit certain ranges and get out of my comfort zone, then not then I'm not really an artist then. I'm just someone who's just singing in the front and not explore your vocal capabilities as an artist to say, okay, can I hit, the tenor voice? Can I hit, the bass voice a bit? Can I, maybe stretch it a little bit in a low soprano sound, even though I'm a male? Like things like that. Those little details of an artist that usually like to experiment the range of voice. And I'm really glad that you were able to do that, because it shows the I'm trying to find the word oh my goodness. I know the word. Um I just love the flexibility how you're able to do this. I think you have a wonderful potential of expanding as an artist. I also love the sound of the urban feeling. But, like I'm going to say, is this what I enjoy the most? Because, we've seen a lot of hip hop music artists as well as R&B. The music has become too real. And I enjoy just hearing music of using the creativity of the mind. Because yeah, you could slap a couple of lyrics, talk about bitches and hoes and I'm down with my homies and stuff like that. But I just love how you're able to continue adding. Yes, you have dreams, you have aspirations, but actually using wonderful words and creativity with it to expand the sound of the single. And I think you do definitely have a lot of potential. And I am really happy to even hear this coming from a person who doesn't really listen to a lot of the hip hop and R&B sounds. But just to hear it, it was really, really enjoyable. I really enjoyed the sound. I enjoyed the flexibility of the music. And I will stop along the way and explain what parts I enjoyed from the song. Okay, so let's go back a bit because I know the graphics. I know the graphics of the video. It's just adding the mood into the song. So the video, you kept it really simple, which is absolutely fine because you want people to vocalize. I'm not vocalize, but just immerse themselves in the experience of the music. And I think it's really, really enjoyable to do that and even here. Okay, so I'll stop between and I'll let you guys know what I think about the different parts.
In the night, when the lights are low, I can feel.
I like how you just started the beginning because if it with the keyboards alone, it felt like I was being transported into another dimension. I really enjoyed how you put us into a dream state, just feeling relaxed, just enjoying the experience of the music, and just go with the flow. And that, and then when you come in with the view, with the your voice, it's just put me very relaxed feeling and just saying, okay, let me see what adventure am I going into. And that part, it really drew my attention, and I thought, you know what, this is gonna be a cool experience.
Something that I never know. Is it real? As I jump in the unknown, lights, cameras, action, all I need, all I need. I tell you about it in my dream, in my dream. I tell you about it, but it's more than a dream, my fantasy. Lights, cameras, action, all I need, all I need. I tell you about it in my dream, in my dream. I tell you about it, but it's more than a dream, my fantasy. Red, tell me what the hell you been doing.
You see, I like how you were able to keep the high, the almost like the flow, and then I hear it back and forth as you adding little vocals, but then when you transition into a lower voice just to bring in that urban, almost like a rap feeling, the transition of that, it was really smooth because most people can't handle vocally how to transition from high to low and then just keep it with the flow. And I really enjoy how you were able to flip flop back and forth on that because of the fact that being versatile is really easy for you, and it's really good to hear from any artist that they're able to do that.
Living our life just like we've been zooming. We're changing every day that we've been improving. And I stand still cause I don't know what is real. Heaven or hell got me in jail. Feel like a cell. Get me to dwell. Feel you like bread. Told you I'm rare. You change my mind. You do it every time. I've been feeling all alone. Everywhere I go and it just never feels like home. And I'm moving on. The man in the mirror is what I should focus on. Do you hear me? Do you see me? Can you feel me? The real me. I wanna live my life.
I just like how you did that, like playing the three parts on the song. I really was like focusing on the three parts, how you were doing between the background, the main, the main, so like the main vocal, like the smooth part, and then adding the urban part. It's just like it blends really good, and that's why I was just thinking to myself, like, it's in it, and I'm hearing it. It sounds to me like if you had you and your two other friends hanging out and say, let's jam this song and let's get it together. But I could tell on the voice ranges that that is one person. So I really enjoyed how you were, like I said, you're a very versatile artist. And just to really break it down really good and then transition back into the smooth part, it shows so much creativity, so much flow, and it just works.
Life, not no fantasy. Red pill, blue pill, I'ma take them both down. Lights, cameras, action, all I need, all I need. I tell you about it in my dream, in my dream. I tell you about it, but it's more than a dream, my fantasy, oh. Lights, cameras, action, all I need, all I need. I tell you about it in my dream, in my dream. I tell you about it, but it's more than a dream, my fantasy, oh. Lights, cameras, action, all I need, all I need.
I just love how you just like you went in transition, like almost like you're fading to like almost fading, and it just goes back into a peaceful state. And I really enjoyed that because you ending it the song really beautifully. I think is really lovely just to hear how it's just not chopped off like okay, it's just done. You just really capture how you want to end the song, but making sure that it just ends really beautifully at the end. And you definitely captured it really good.
Tell you about it in my dream, in my dream. I tell you about it, but it's more than a dream, my fantasy, oh.
Very good job. Very good job. And yeah, I think the more work as you develop your style more and you expand on your music, I think you're gonna do a very good job in succeeding on your dreams. And yeah, I can't wait to see that happening for you. Anyway, so best of luck, best of luck, Crimson. I really did enjoy this experience. I really hope that your record pulls through and that you get a lot of views. And yes, don't give up on your dream. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, you guys know what to do. If you are new to the channel, you are very much welcome to subscribe. And I also created an Instagram, so if you guys want to add yourselves on Instagram and keep up on the latest stuff that I'm gonna put out regarding to music reactions in the future, and I'll probably add some other stuff to it too. I have it my Facebook, Instagram, links on the bottom on the description box. So yeah, so thank you again, and I'll catch you guys soon on the next music reaction. Bye.